Hello, everyone, and welcome to 2024 and episode 60 of the Uncensored podcast. I am your returning host, Riley. Sorry, Tom, I forgot to cue you in.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter. I'm secondary, somewhat experienced.
Yeah, you are.
Just to kick it off with an absolute massive fucking bang this year. We got an awesome announcement for you.
Yes, we do. Why don't you tell?
Yes, Ronnie, I will tell everyone. What our announcement is. So, long story short, we've managed to get ourselves a third host for 2024, and that beautiful man is Mr. Pip Sampson right here.
So, how's it going?
So, Pip, would you care to tell everyone a bit about yourself? Especially how people are going to be seeing you a lot more on the Centre channel.
Yeah, so definitely not live, is it? That's fine. Yeah, I'm Pip. I done music for a bit in a few things and bits and pieces. Most recently of note, I guess, was the whole South of Salem stuff I was doing for a couple of years. Now I'm playing in a psychedelic, groovy, stoner, grunge, funk, rock band called Funeral Witch Blues. Aside from that, I was doing some writing for ERB magazine, Emerging Rock Bands magazine. Yeah, I've just been around the music scene for probably longer than both of you have been alive.
All 26 years.
Most
Oh
likely.
God, I have been doing this for longer than you've been alive. Shit.
And of course, nobody is safe. If you really want to be introduced, there's one thing I feel I must do. For the first time in 2024, Pip.
Oh God, I thought this would be whipped out straight away.
Oh yeah, we might as well just get it started. We do have a new host
Get
after
straight
all.
to it, Riley.
So Pip, I'm not sure if you're familiar with how things run around here. But there's one question that you need to answer if you truly want to be a part of the gang.
Okay.
What is the best sandwich?
Oh, the best sandwich. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to go for a classic. It's got to be, I reckon, ham, cheese, and pickle. To be honest with you, for a cold sandwich, different. Ham, cheese, and pickle, white bread. Very nice. Maybe a bit of mustard. Yeah, quite do. Leftover roast beef with horseradish. Again, very nice cold sandwich. But for a hot sandwich, bacon and cheese with chili sauce.
Hell yeah. And so I'm happy to announce you're officially hired. That 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 was,
Hey, thank you very much.
that was a real
Pass
make or
your
break
test.
moment for you.
Yeah, well,
I'm
honestly,
looking through you. The camera's there, but my screen is there, so I'm looking at my screen to look at you two, and then kind
Yeah, going back and forth.
yeah.
of.
Well, Pip, it is an absolute honour to have you on the Uncensored team now. Honestly, we have been chatting about it for quite a while. Would you care to indulge in what your plan for this new series is?
Well, I've got a bit of a plan for having a chat to a few friends of mine in the music scene, I guess, in bands. Just a bit of an insight into what it's like, kind of being in a touring band, and some of the highs and the lows, the pitfalls and the positives, and yeah, just having a little chat about not just the music side of it, but some of the important things as well, like how you deal with your mental health on tour, how you deal with temptations of varying types on tour, drink, drugs, that kind of stuff, and I guess the kind of effect that it can have on people. This all came about, the idea of this, from actually chatting to Claire at ERB Mag about some friends of ours who were going through a very tough time, and it broke up the bands that they were in. They're fairly successful bands. To realize that there's such kind of major subjects, and they do touch on all aspects, and they affect everybody. Things like depression, anxiety, that kind of stuff. And people don't really see that from the behind the curtains kind of aspect. You know, people watch bands and they see bands being up there and having fun and it all being a party, and they don't really see quite how some of the challenges can affect your real life, especially if you're trying to do full-time bands. You're still working, you know, there's not a hell of a lot of money in that kind of thing. And how do you get through it, really? I guess, yeah, kind of more of a glimpse of the reality behind being in a band.
Yeah, it's almost like a kind of behind the scenes kind of thing, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly, man. And there's a lot more that goes on to putting on live shows than just having some songs and playing them with your mates. There's a whole world behind it as well, with, you know, promoters, booking agents, venues, sound guys, stage tech, stage hands. A hell of a lot that goes through it. And yeah, it's sort of kind of be fun to have a chat with a few of these people that don't normally get. If you're just sort of starting out, what are people looking at you for? Like, what are the red flags? What are the green flags of being in a younger band? And good, yeah. There are some of them might even go out. Some of the stories, a lot of them, I imagine, will be filmed and then heavily edited, so that no incrimination. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think it'd be kind of fun to give that viewpoint as to, yeah, I guess, like the reality of being in a band and how it can, yeah, just kind of how it works.
Yeah, awesome.
Hopefully we won't find it boring. We'll see. If you get no views, then it's boring.
Yeah, and so you might have said, and I might have just missed, but what are we calling this new subsection of the uncensored name?
Well, Tom came up with an idea. We were at Bears Bar in Bournemouth having a drink. I can't remember what we were doing there, but we both sort of ran into each other at the same place.
Made up. This was like, I was down there anyway, and yeah, I just thought, fuck it, meet up with Pip, fun.
That's it. So yeah, the idea came about, you know, things like, let's say, like the mental health side of things is a big one. Dealing with stage fright, which is beget to anxiety, the depression. And Tom came up with the name Pip's Mental Health Corner.
Did you, Tom?
Yeah, I'm actually really shocked with myself with that, because I really have normally shit ideas.
Yeah.
I'm glad I came up with that one.
That's a really sick name. We've returned after a brief recess.
A brief recess. So as it turns out, Tom, when I just waxed lyrical about how Tom came up with the idea of the Pip's Mental Health Corner as a kind of a great name for a, you know, repeat.
It's genius, isn't it? The wordplay. It's so genius of Tom.
Yeah, I was so surprised that Tom came up with something like that. And as it turns out, Tom, where did that come from, Tom?
Oh, so apparently, because I can't actually remember, Riley's father said it, so I'm kind of stealing it from him.
Good.
So I've got to do the obligatory shout to the obligatory shout out for letting me steal his idea and use it for better.
I'm sure he'll be very happy with that. Shan, please don't keep my dad's name in. Right, okay.
So yeah, basically the idea is to do a series of podcast shows like this with some friends of mine talking about life in a band and, yeah, mental health, some of the qualms that come with it. I mean, if there's anything anyone else wants to chat about, behind the scenesy stuff, advice on how to get started, how you go from, you know, pub circuit to festival circuit or tours or any of that stuff. I mean, the best thing to do, obviously, this is primarily YouTube, right? Stick it in the comments, put a comment on there, and I'll have a chat with people about that stuff.
Yeah,
that's fair enough. But yeah, I think it's
easy said than done.
Personally,
no, I didn't mean it like that. I meant it's easy to do that. That's what I meant.
Yeah, but yeah, no. Personally, I really think
it's an awesome idea, and I'm glad that you decided to get in contact with us. I'm glad that you decided to get in contact with us to do it alongside us.
You guys have always been really fun. I've watched Uncensored, because you guys are just. It's not none of it's over scripted. It's not fake or false in any way. I mean, heavily edited at times, which is also useful because, as I say, you don't want to incriminate anyone with anything.
Yeah, sometimes it's necessary.
No comment. No comment. No
Yeah,
comment.
I know
on
I
that.
had to message about an interview with South Salem after I'd left, and Cody messaged me to say, "Oh yeah, so we were talking about this stuff." And it's like, Tom, some of that maybe shouldn't go.
Oh, it's yeah.
We always do that. If
archives
someone asks us to cut something out of it, we're straight on it. We make sure that it's out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because I see.
I did a few interviews.
Sorry,
we got lag. We're talking over each other a little bit. I did a couple of interviews for ERB Mag where I did something very similar. I would do an interview by Zoom, and I'm terrible at taking notes or remembering anything. So I'd record the interview, and then I'd write the article, and I'd read through it and be like, I don't know if I should put that in there or if they'd be happy with me saying that. So it was always a case of, let me send that to them before I send it to the editors, so that we can just take out any of the things that maybe shouldn't be in print, and go from there.
That's fair, because you've got to protect them before like send it out into the wild,
exactly,
so to speak.
Yeah, we're not about getting people cancelled here.
Yeah, no, it's about building the trust between the artist and us. Like, I'd rather be liked in the community.
Riley thought he was going to get us cancelled. Riley thought he was going to get us cancelled because
it makes it difficult to get guests.
Something an episode and end up being in like what episodes.
Yeah, Tom, I agree. So
it was going. Yeah.
Yeah, Tom.
With that being said, what's going on?
Yeah, no,
why are you making faces?
You've been rather inaudible, but it's okay. I'll let you move on.
It's just like being with him in the pub. Every second word.
I'm always inaudible, mate. I always try my best to be inaudible. Hold on, let's try something new.
While Tom is trying new things, Pip. So I don't know if you know this. I probably should already. Yeah, it's great. But so how frequent do you think these new episodes will come?
Based on my own laziness and ineptitude of getting things done, I was thinking possibly once a month, maybe once every couple of weeks. But what my aim is, because of the way that these things work and release schedules, is to try and get a whole bunch of them done in the next 2 months, so that I'm ahead of myself. So if I do, 2 in January, 2 in February, then I'll be ahead of myself, so I can get them recorded, get them edited, and then get them released while I'm not chasing my own tail.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was thinking maybe once a month to start with, and then see how it rolls. If people like it, we'll do more. If they don't, then I'll find something else to be interesting about.
Yeah. I'm just hoping that Tom doesn't induct you as the second primary host. It's plausible.
Only for a certain amount of time.
Yeah, that is true. What can I say? I've got to go to Mars and that. So
anyway,
judging by Tom's connection,
Riley's going to the moon.
I can hear him anyway.
Yeah, I just need to pick something up from his house.
Yeah. It's gonna take fucking months to get there.
But
anyway, I believe it might be time to wrap up because we've only got 5 minutes left. Riley?
Yeah, I think there's a few more things we should go over just in our last few minutes. Just some of the upcoming things for 2024 for Uncensored. Obviously, we have Uncensored Fest in a few months, which if you haven't copped a ticket, you definitely should.
Yes, the big festival that we're hosting. Yes, we will put our nice little ticket link in the description of this video.
Yeah, and honestly, I know it's so easy to like promote something when the money goes to your pocket, but no, believe me, it's got so many good artists, and it's just going to be a really sick night. And look, the tickets are, what are they now? Like 17 quid. It's not that bad for a
Yeah,
whole day of
17
music. Like it's there's some really good talent in there. So
Exactly.
if you haven't cop a ticket, maybe get one for your family, or maybe even a bunch for your family. If we can sell 400 from your distant family, then we will make your family feel very special.
So let's pretend I've done some
Awesome.
research, because obviously I know every band that's playing on Uncensored Festival, because clearly I've spent a lot of time doing my due diligence. But let's pretend that I haven't done that. So when is it? Where is it? And who's playing?
Oh, Tom, you can take that.
Awesome. I'll kick it off. So it's on the 6th of July at Shinneries in Southend. We've got 8 awesome bands playing. We've got Autonym coming from Midlands somewhere. Unknown Refuge coming from Bolton. We've got Thieves of Liberty coming from Newcastle. We've got Coral Snake coming from Stockton-on-Tees. I am very personally happy that we got Coral Snake. We've got Wicked Jackals, some of our close friends. We've got Black Lakes making their way all the way to us. Junction 28, which are right around the corner from us, which is quite cool. And then, headliner, we've only got Collateral.
So,
Fantastic.
and in case any of that cut out, I'll give a very brief recap. Our lineup is as follows, not in this order necessarily. Thieves of Liberty, Unknown Refuge, Autonym, Coral Snake, The Wicked Jackals, Junction 28, Black Lakes, and our main event slot goes to Collateral.
Nice.
So
I'm assuming one of you could do wizardry and put like the poster up on the video like right now, just over our faces with like
it's right here.
Yeah, our editor will do that.
Yeah. But no, seriously.
Which direction? Right over there?
That way.
Over there?
I mean, it'll be that way for me. In one of these directions, you'll see the poster. Or you could check the Instagram, which is linked below. But yeah, I mean, if after hearing that you're not at least mildly interested, then I think that says just buy a ticket. Please. But yeah, it'll be a brilliant night of music. Upcoming else, we've got so many good interviews coming up.
Love Rocks. Me and Pip will be at Love Rocks.
They
Yeah, we will.
And that's something else. That's something else. Look out for me and Tom at all your favourite local festivals, because there's a chance we might interview there. And say hi, because we're friendly. Yeah. I think that's all the important shit out the way, correct?
Yes.
Rad. Well, if there is nothing else to say, we're really excited for you to see the 2024 calendar for Uncensored unfold, because we're going to the moon this year. So please.
Literally.
Yeah.
And Pip, welcome to the team.
And welcome to the team, Pip. So thank you very much for watching the first episode back, and we will see you in the first official interview. Deuces.